Hello everybody and welcome into the SFA Season 17 College Football Playoff Opening Round. We are going to our second game of the day as Notre Dame goes on the road to Jack Trice to take on Coach Schwartz in the Iowa State Cyclones. It's going to be one heck of a ball game. We're just coming from the Auburn UTSA game. VODs will be available later, highlights as well. But for now, we've got Huey, we've got Schwartz. This is the Big 12 runner-up, our top at-large, going up against the independent auto bid as Iowa State blew a chance at a first-round bye, losing to Baylor in the Big 12 championship. So we'll see if they can right the ship here against arguably the best rushing team in the country. As always, though, this is going to be a lot of fun. We'll go through both rosters, and then we'll jump into the game. If you're new around here, this is the SFA. It's an online dynasty ran through Discord, Twitch, and YouTube. You can jump in, you can claim a team, you can set playbooks, recruit players, and participate in server games to get rewards. It's a lot of fun. Jump on in, and you can get a real-life national championship trophy. That's what all these guys are playing for, the Crystal Yam. If you are watching, you don't want ads, you can drop a Twitch Prime sub. It's free when you link your account. Or if you want more content, you can check out patreon.com/the SFA. So let's get on into this matchup. This is one of our only first-round matchups that have played each other before. They've played one time. So back in Season 11, Week 7, it was a non-conference game. Iowa State won at home at Jack Trice, 38-28. So we'll see what happens in their second matchup. And here's a look at what happened in the first round. Auburn moves on. They defeated UTSA 28-6. So they'll advance to the Peach Bowl. The winner of this game will head to the Cotton Bowl. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Let's see what happens. See if we can get a Cy-Hawk matchup here in the Cotton Bowl. But as always, we're going to go through the rosters first. We'll start with Huey and Notre Dame. We got Tehu Nakamoto, the transfer from Washington, 99 speed, one of the best option quarterbacks in the country. At running back, Anthony Fuller, he is one of the top 5 rushers in the country right now in terms of yardage. We'll see Marvin Gonzalez as well. At wide receiver, they have a slew of freshmen. We've watched them a bunch early in the year, but this is one of the youngest teams in the country, and they've made the playoffs. So it's going to be very interesting to see what they can do. And at tight end, Austin Miles. Offensive line looks like this. Quentin Rogers is out for the year. Timothy Helly, though, he is back. Norman Donato, SFA player. And on defense, the last career game potentially for John Crimson, the SFA player. On the other side, Corey Johnson. I believe he's questionable coming into this game. And in the middle, Dwayne McKinney and Jeff Garcia. At linebacker, Ashton Fisher, Scott Grant, and Ryan Green. And out wide, Kendall Stoudemire, the SFA player. Trey Wright, Jonas Briggs, and Daryl Irvin. And out back, Jared Mack, 95 speed, and Tom Gandy. And their kicker is Jason McCullough. And they'll be taking on Iowa State. Iowa State, I believe, is up here. So Coach Schwartz. Kirko Squatch, the transfer from Georgia Tech, 93 overall at this point. Their running back, Greg Cooper. And Ray J. Butler, the best wide receiver in the country this year, 20 touchdowns. And I believe he leads in yardage. Don't quote me on that. But Tavares Anthony, they've got Johnny Burton and SFA player Mozzie Barmore. At tight end is Pop Heyman, the SFA player. Well, and they have a really, really good offensive line. Polo Chodacki, SFA player. Morris Gatewood and Curtis Schlupp. On defense, Andre Wilson, Muyumbo Bole, the SFA player. And in the middle, Freddie Holt and Igor Torgerson. At linebacker, it's Kelvin Cox. Shaq Madison, he won the Bednarik and the Butkus. He's had a tremendous year as an SFA player, 5-star. Dustin Anderson, and out wide, Artie Smart, the Clemson transfer. Lewis Fernwood, SFA player. And out back, he won a national championship last year with Oklahoma, Octavius Fenster. And on the other side, Mike Bernard. And their kicker, they're losing the kicker battle here, Pat Robinson. So, Yui and Coach Schwartz, if you're here, let me know what jerseys you guys want to select. It is at Iowa State. So, number 4, remember, this is the number 13 seed Notre Dame, but they are the ranked number 24 team in the country. Iowa State's number 4. So, this is, let's get your predictions in terms of talent. This is going to be a 5-point spread. So, Iowa State, a 5-point favorite. Let's get your Bob and Us going. Remember, you can still claim raffle tickets all the way up to the national championship. So, are you rocking with Iowa State, or are we going to see one of the biggest upsets in playoff history? Remember, this is the first ever game for the 4 seed in the first round, as we expanded to 13 or 14 teams. So, the first ever 13 seed. So we'll see what happens. So let me get my thumbnail first and foremost. The 4 versus the 13. So this is for the 13 thumbnail. Okay. Remember, all VODs and highlight videos will be on YouTube later. So I don't see either coach talking. So, what do we want Iowa State to wear? Ooh, I like Alt 10. That is Krispy Kreme. Alt 10 might be the move. I don't know. I've been loving the white helmets recently. I don't know what it is. And for Yui, yeah, I mean, I think for Yui, it's just the traditional Notre Dame vibes, of course. So I think that's what we're going to go with here, unless either coach is in chat. So we got Schwartz and we've got Yui, Iowa State, and Notre Dame. So let's get on into it. The 4v13 matchup. The other one was a 22-point game. Will this one be close? I believe this is probably going to be the best game of the first round, as Notre Dame has one of the most explosive offenses in the country. Their problem all season has been defense. So here we are, Jack Trice, no rain up in Ames, Iowa, and no snow, more importantly. Both of these are Midwest teams, of course, but no elements are in play. I'm sure it's a bit chilly here on New Year's Day, but here we go. One of the best pass offenses in the country versus one of the best rush offense in the country. Who is going to get the upper hand? This game is going to fully come down to the Notre Dame offense. Notre Dame, Iowa State. This is Notre Dame's second ever playoff appearance. Iowa State's been in the playoffs quite a few times. I think this is their 3rd or 4th appearance, and they won the Season 7 national championship. That's 10 years ago. So Notre Dame will kick it off. We will see Kirko Squatching Company first. Coming off their Big 12 championship loss. They still got the top at large, but they sacrificed a first-round bye, so we'll see what they do here. Kirko Squatch, Ray J. Butler, both were on my short list for SFA Player of the Year. So here's the handoff here to Greg Cooper to start the game, and he goes nowhere. Dan Sanchez on the tackle. 2nd and 10 here. Kirko Squatch in the backfield. Empty set. Corner blitz, and they're going to get to him. Kendall Stoudemire with the sack to start it out. The former one-star SFA player got insane progression, has struggled with injuries, but he makes a play right here. So a 3rd and 12 to start the game. Can Notre Dame get off the field? Rolls right. Yam it, and that's going to be a first down to DeVaris Anthony. What a throw. Kirko Squatch, the BearCave reward player, started his career at Georgia Tech, lost the starting job to Clayton Toon, transferred away. Delayed give here, Greg Cooper. He gets a hole, and that's a first down. Iowa State's been one of the best teams all season long. Notre Dame struggled early on, but they found their way here. After running the table in the independent circuit, they yam it deep, and that's another catch. DeVaris Anthony for 19. So DeVaris Anthony here getting early looks. They're not looking at Ray J. Butler, who is in a one-on-one matchup with Kendall Stoudemire. That's going to be the matchup to watch. First and 10, the pistol set. Kirko Squatch hands it off to Greg Cooper, and he goes nowhere. Second and 8 here for the Cyclones. 4 wide, Ray J. Butler, top of your screen. Drops back, yams it deep, left side, out of bounds. But the only other time Notre Dame made the playoff is they lost in overtime to Clemson, I believe. Or they beat him in overtime, I don't remember. I think they beat him. 3rd and 8. Kirko Squatch, yams open, and first down, Ray J. Butler. Yeah, that was in overtime. Remember, they were the 8 seed. They jumped. That was the year Baylor got left out, and I was salty about it. Handoff, Greg Cooper up the gut, and he's to the 5. So what an opening possession here. Goal line formation. Can they punch it in? Fullback dive outside. Broken tackles down at the 2. Marcus Gray tried to power his way. Looking for his CFP moment. 2nd and goal for the Cyclones. Trying to start out with a touchdown. Kirko hands it off. Cooper. A touchdown, Cyclones. They take the early lead. So great opening possession here for Notre Dame. Couple of 3rd downs they were able to convert. So we'll see if Notre Dame can reply. Tehu Nakamoto, Anthony Fuller. Your time is now. I believe they started 2-4 and they rattled off 6 straight wins, if I believe that correctly, as they get a broken tackle from Marvin Gonzalez. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Tavares Anthony. Give him the old halo. So, Tehu Nakamoto, one of the shortest quarterbacks in the country. Pistol form to start it out. Hands it off to Fuller. He breaks 1, and he'll get 3. Notre Dame's kind of issue this season was fumbling the ball, but they've shored up those issues, and they should be A-okay. Here's Tehu. Quick throw out wide. Beautiful throw. Broken tackle, and Ivan Murray gets 7. So it'll be a 3rd and inches. Love the quick pass here. But massive 3rd down. You got to get this if you're Notre Dame. Do not want to start out with a 3 and out. And that's an easy first down for Anthony Fuller. They played in the game of the year against UNLV. That game was going back to back to back all the way for 60 minutes. So we know that this offense can strike at any moment. Split backs. They bring a blitz, and he throws it, and oh, what a throw! Tehu Nakamoto! What a beaut! And who said that Tehu Nakamoto couldn't throw the ball? What an absolute beauty. The free blitzer, he fires it in anyways. Here's the handoff, a broken tackle. Marvin Gonzalez gets 3. So neither team blinking yet. Iowa State with the touchdown. Had a couple big throws from Kirko. Here comes Notre Dame. They're throwing it again, a dump off, and they sure him up. So Shaq Madison has the dreads. He's the Bednarik and the Butkus winner this season. 3rd and 8. It's going to be a screen pass. Dumps it off. Wide open man. It's Marvin Gonzalez. He runs over a couple. 1st down. Absolutely nobody there. Not sure what Iowa State was thinking. Just nobody in the flats. Thank you, Chelsea, for making Dogwater feel better. 1st and 10, Tehu Nakamoto. Triple option, first time today. Flips it out to the receiver, and I believe that's Perry. He loses yardage. I had to settle, unfortunately, for the American Pop Ghost this morning. Not that bad. Decent. Fringe top 5. 2nd and 11. Quick option from Tehu. Breaks 1. He goes inside, and he gets 2. Worried he might have tried to pitch that one. So another big moment here for Notre Dame. Keep the drive running. Can they keep pace? An audible from Tehu Nakamoto. He's going to throw it. He has time. He takes off. He has speed, and he stretches short. Brought down by Shaq Madison. What a play from Madison, and they will settle for the field goal. What a change of events. The kick is up, and it's good. Dogwater look away. That's our first made kick on the day. Dogwater was 0 for 3. See, I'm not the type of person who gets sick of food. I could eat the same meal every day. That's why I always get buffalo chicken mac and cheese. That's why I always have, you know, I don't get sick of the same stuff. So broken tackle, and that's a first down for Derek Matthews. So Iowa State got bailed out a little bit that Notre Dame didn't want to get aggressive on the opening drive, and they will hurry it up now. First and 10, Kirko Squatch floats it to the flat. Broken tackle, and Anthony gets 2. Maybe if I drank, like, I mean, sometimes I do drink 2 in a day, but yeah, I just, for nothing, I really don't get that. I don't really need variety. 2nd and 8. Kirko. He takes off, and he's gonna go down. Sacked by Jeff Garcia. Not the baseball player. So 3rd and 12, Iowa State was 2 for 2 on the opening drive. They come out empty. Yam over the middle, and he's going to be short. They tried to go after Tavares Anthony again. $12 Red Bulls a day is crazy. Sometimes I drink too, and I feel like a freak show. So it's always nice to know there's some lunatic out there that's worse than me. So here we go. Notre Dame, their second drive. Defense showed up there. We got a ball game. Heihu Nakamoto. He's going to throw it. He takes off. He finds a hole, but they have the spy. A big-time hit. The spy works to perfection there. So 2nd and 7, first quarter trickling away. Been a very good game so far. 4 wide. Heihu takes off again. This time he's sacked. So defense is trading sacks here. Third and 11 for Heihu Nakamoto. He has time. He yams left. It's caught. First down. That's huge. Daniel Pickens. Your reminder that this entire receiver core is freshmen. And they have a freshman quarterback coming in, Enzo McKay, next year. Notre Dame is going to be a problem for years to come, as we've got a first quarter ending. Iowa State 7, Notre Dame 3. This one looks to be brewing a classic. So here we go. We flip the field. 2nd and 8. Split backs for Notre Dame. Quick option. It's a keeper for Heihu, and he goes down. It'll be another 3rd down. Third and 5. Heihu in shotgun, 3 down linemen. Delay give to Fuller, breaks the Madison tackle. He's still on his feet, and he finally goes down. Jason Meeks credited with this tackle. Like how Shaq Madison is celebrating when he didn't even make the tackle. All right. So the difference is still that inch from Heihu Nakamoto on their first possession. Both punted their second possession here. Iowa State gets the ball back. Poor Taylor Prado. He's going to be memed into oblivion. Even though they started like 9-0 and everybody was afraid that Oregon was going to just run the table again. So Kirk goes squatch. Handoff here. Greg Cooper breaks a few. He gets 9 to start the drive. He's averaging 6 a carry. Pretty good. Notre Dame's got to shore up that run defense. 4 wide. Ray J. Butler, bottom of the screen. Man in motion. Handoff. Greg Cooper breaks another tackle. First down. Iowa State starting to cook. First and 10. Kirko. And he gets a first down. Yeah, I believe that's what the BC players are this season. 82, 80, and 78, yeah. It goes down slightly. Play action, dumps that one off. It's Mozzie Barmore, and he gets 8. The SFA player. The race for BearCave is really interesting. First and second is already locked up pretty much, but we don't know who's going to get who. And then third place is completely up for grabs. Handoff, and that's good. That's so annoying that people do that with the playoff games. They copy each other. 1st and 10. Oh, that's caught. Oh, what a move. Touchdown, Ray J. Butler. His 21st receiving touchdown on the season. Iowa State goes up 11. I know, that's why it's dumb. Quick option, Tehu Nakamoto stiffies a man. He gets to the sideline, close to a 1st down. Notre Dame definitely not out of this. They just gotta start scoring. Second and 1. Handoff, 1st down, Anthony Fuller. He'll get 5. Well, they didn't copy on their initial picks, just on the CFP picks. 1st and 10. There's a keeper. There goes Tehu. He has some room. A big play. Tehu Nakamoto. So here we go. Full house set. It's another keeper for Tehu. He pushes and down he goes. He'll lose some yardage. Jason Meeks again already having a big game. The outside linebacker. 2nd and 11. Spreading the field. Quick option for Tehu. He keeps it. He finds the edge, and he gets 10. It'll be 3rd and 1. Third down for Notre Dame. Can they keep the drive moving? It's a pass for Tehu. Floater caught. Austin Miles, the tight end. First and 10. Halfway through this 2nd quarter. Notre Dame driving. Nakamoto hands it off to Fuller. He reverses his field. Fuller finds Pater. Touchdown, Notre Dame. What a run from Anthony Fuller. I'm telling you, Notre Dame is not going to go away. So here is Iowa State up 4. On the return, spins through 1, gets to the 26. So Kirko Squatch having a great day, only 2 incompletions so far. First and 10. Handoff here, Greg Cooper. Down he goes. Four wide. Motion man, 2nd down for Iowa State. Cooper, play action, dumps it off to the tight end. He steps out. It's Pop Heyman. The SFA tight end, too big a feat. So it's 3rd down for Iowa State. Floats it to the corner. That's caught, and down he goes. Notre Dame gets the ball back. Iowa State playing really well, but cannot be punting the ball like this. They got to figure out how to stop the run game. So down by 4, Notre Dame has the ball, and they'll get the ball after halftime. Great first-round matchup brewing here, the 4 versus 13 seed. Notre Dame throws it to the flat, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of yardage to John Amos. Remember, folks, we got one more game coming up today. Baylor and Hawaii, which will kick off right after this game. Second and 12 now. Tehoon has some time. He yams it deep down the right side. 50-50 dropped by the wide receiver. He had it in his mittens. 3rd down. Okamoto steps up, yams it, ball's on the ground. They'll call it incomplete. So a 3 and out there. Iowa State will get the ball back. Feel like they got lucky there. Short punt. And Iowa State will start at their own 43. So Kirko Squatch comes back onto the field. The delay give to Greg Cooper. He has not been able to find anything here in the second quarter. 2nd and 9, a little over 2 minutes left in the half. Notre Dame hanging in there. We've got some Wildcat. Man in motion. And it's going to be a run here from Cooper. He finds a hole. He breaks a tackle. Touchdown, Iowa State. The Cyclone strike. The Wildcat works to perfection. And the lead goes back to 11. Greg Cooper, baby. And that's been the problem all year long for Notre Dame. The defense giving up the big play. So Notre Dame's already given up the same amount of defensive points as UTSA did against Auburn the entire game. Like I'm saying, UTSA played really well on defense. So Marvin Gonzalez on the return. Can he find a hole? No, he cannot. So 2 minutes left. Still plenty of time for Notre Dame. A touchdown here. They get the ball back after half. Plenty of time. Tehu Nakamoto. He's played very well today already. He'll throw it. He takes off. He finds a hole, and down he goes. It's Meeks. Oh, no, that was the linebacker. Really good job by Iowa State putting the Spies out pretty much every play. 99 speed quarterback, of course. Hand off to Fuller. He gets to the outside. He spins off one, and he's still on his feet. And down he goes. So a 3rd down here for Notre Dame. Minute 10 left. Hand off to Fuller. Can he get to the first down marker? No, he cannot. So a 3 and out again for Notre Dame. Back-to-back 3 and outs at the end of the first half is not going to win you a lot of these games. Oh, ball's on the ground. He picks it up. That got hairy there for a second. Schmidt almost had an uh-oh there. So under a minute left now. Iowa State could really put a damper on this parade. The top at-large in the country. Kirko over the middle, and that's caught. He'll get 9. It's Greg Cooper. They have 2 timeouts. Clock is running. They decide not to use one. Kirko over the middle. That's caught by Cooper. First down. So 40 seconds left. 1 timeout. Notre Dame really has to hold here for a field goal. Kirko takes off, and they're going to get to him. He'll end up getting a couple. The clock continues to run, though. So tick, tick, tick. They got to get back to the line of scrimmage. 3 to the left side. 2nd and 8. Yamming it deep. Left side. Caught. Touchdown, Ray J. Butler. His 22nd receiving touchdown. And I believe that breaks Mo Alley Cox's record. Or ties it at least. So Notre Dame's defense proven to be their Achilles heel. 28-10 here in the first. An 18-point game. And as always, guys, traditionally, our first-round matchups are typically like this, not incredibly close, which is perfectly fine. But you play your way into the playoff, you get an opportunity. That's what it's all about. Even when we didn't have all the AQs, even when it was just at-larges facing each other in these first-round matchups, it's never been crazy close in the first round. So last play of the first half. Tehoon. Closest to the corner, it's caught. So as we hit halftime here in the opening round, Iowa State 28, Notre Dame 10. Notre Dame's got to go back to the drawing board here. Dude, that would be such a horrific combo. UTSA's offense and Notre Dame's defense, that would be diabolical. Notre Dame's had the chances, too. It's just so sad. They give up. This is exactly what happened with UNLV. They played perfectly good offense, but then the defense just can't stop anything. So you look at the first half stats, it's just Iowa State in the big play. That is the difference. I have a feeling Baylor and Hawaii, though, is going to be a way too close game. Latrey Raines is doubtful, so he's unlikely to play. UTSA's defense. Yeah, that would be a much better, and then you get to see Warrenberg. Stiffy. Dogwater, imagine Warrenberg declares. I highly, highly, highly doubt he would, but oof, that would be wild. Still mad at him for missing that free throw. So, let's see if UE had a big-time halftime speech. This game was close, but a couple big plays is the difference. They got to sustain a drive. Full house set for Notre Dame. Tehoon, it's a keeper. Down he goes. It's Jason Meeks again. He's had one heck of a day. 4 TFLs already. 3rd and 8 for Notre Dame. Can they keep this drive going? Tehoon steps up. Off the back foot and into the turf. You gotta set your feet, Tehoon. So Notre Dame's gonna have to punt. 28-10. Oh, it's another muffed punt, and they'll miss out on a ton of field possession. So shotgun formation for Kirko. They have a chance to really put the nail in the coffin. It's a keeper for Kirko Squatch, and he's going to get himself 6. So you are putting Miles Tilley in the portal? I don't know if anybody's going to take a chance on him. He might just go to a random team. 2nd and 4. To the corner. Caught by Mozzie Barmore, but 3rd down. Third down. Man in motion. It's Mozzie Barmore. Breaks a tackle. 1st down, Iowa State. You got to make that tackle, Notre Dame. Hand off, and down he goes. Second and 10, empty set. Threatening the 50, Kirko has plenty of time, dumps this one off. Johnny Burton for 8. So another 3rd down, another chance for Notre Dame. Empty set. He takes off, and down he goes. Ball's on the ground. They get the 1st. No way! Sacked for a 1st down. He fumbles it forward. We've seen it again, Dogwater. Sacked for a 1st down. Part 2. Incredible awareness from the offense. 1st and 10. Kirko takes off. He's going to find room. Oh, he gets out of the way. First down. I have no idea how this drive is still going. The jet sweep can't tackle him. They can't recover the fumble. Empty set again. Kirko firing on all cylinders. Yamming over the middle, and that is a face mask call. Come on!
Personal foul. Face mask.
Oh, Notre Dame is getting the ref ball. Scott Grant called for a face mask.
Automatic 1st down.
Nasty work. So here is Iowa State 12 yards away. Hand off here to Greg Cooper, and down he goes. Over 100 yards for Greg Cooper today. Four wide. Delay give. Cooper, and it's going to be 3rd down yet again. Back to shotgun, 3rd and 3. Motion for Mozzie Barmore to the backfield. It's going to be triple option. Kirko flips it out to Cooper. He tries to get to the edge. He stretches. 1st down. Notre Dame doing everything but stopping them on 3rd. 1st and goal. The snap, the throw. Kirko, he takes off. Touchdown, Iowa State. It's a splattering here at Jack Trice Stadium. 35-10. Hey, Dogwater, you're not losing by the most this season. This is now a worse result than the 28-6. Still plenty of time, though, for Notre Dame. But they've just fallen off a cliff. This game was 14-10 at one point. So 21 unanswered points for the Cyclones. Does Notre Dame have any fight left in them? Last game for Tehu Nakamoto. He yams it deep, left side, double coverage, incomplete. Octavius Fenster on the tackle. Or on the deflection. Second and 10. Remember, we're heading to Waco next. Baylor and Hawaii. And he runs. There he goes. He slides. Is Akamoto a senior or a junior? He might be a junior. Third and 4. Akamoto steps up to the left side. Caught. That's a first down. James Harwell. They're going to hurry it up. First big play in a while here for Notre Dame. Hand off to the outside. It's Fuller. He gets to the outside. Breaks a tackle. First down and more. Anthony Fuller. So across the 50, Notre Dame. Split back set. Drop back for Tehoon over the middle. It's caught. He pushes forward. Marvin Gonzalez. He gets 13. Akamoto almost to 100 yards passing. Split backs again. Motion. Snap. It's another throw. He takes off. Tries to get out to the outside. That's a massive sack. 8 yards. Igor Torgerson, the SFA player. An 8-yard sack for Igor. So second and 18 now for Notre Dame. Pistol form. Akamoto, quick option, flips it out. There goes Fuller to the corner. He gets most of it back. He'll get 9. It'll be third and manageable. Third down for Notre Dame. Akamoto will yam it deep right side. Almost intercepted. So they'll bring out the field goal unit, a 46-yard field goal from left hash. The kick, it's up, and it is good. What a kick. So that trims it to a 3-score game now. $22 points. So both our first game, Auburn, UTSA, and this game are at 22-point difference. But 3 straight touchdowns here for Iowa State. Does Notre Dame have life on this defense? They've got to start now. Hand off here to Greg Cooper to the outside, and he gets himself about 8. 121 for Cooper today. Looks like we've got more Wildcat. They scored on this the last drive, and this time he doesn't get the first. So remember, guys, also keep track of who's making big-time plays, as they may just be your next cover athlete. Third down. The handoff, and they'll get it. So the drive continues here for Iowa State. That's just been the problem for Notre Dame. They can't get off the field. Pistol form yet again for Kirko. Steps up, throws it backwards. This is a run play. Broken tackle. You can't let up that yardage. Scott Grant. That could have been like -8 or 10 yards there. So a 2nd and 12 now. This might be Notre Dame's best chance to get a stop. Trips right. Ray J. Butler isolated at the bottom. 2nd and 12. Kirko over the middle. It's caught by Ray J. Butler. Almost the first. Third down here for Iowa State. Does Notre Dame have any life? The counter. Cooper gets the first again. Pretty dominant performance today here from Iowa State's offense. Hands it off here. Greg Cooper makes a move, splits the D. Big time first down. What a play from Greg Cooper. Bobbing and weaving through the defense, protecting the rock. Handoff here to the edge. He cuts inside. Last play of the third quarter. So as we hit halftime, folks, or no, not halftime. What am I saying? We're well past halftime. Fourth quarter. It's a 22-point game. Does Notre Dame have any life in them? Pistol form as we start the fourth quarter. Triple option for Kirko. He stops short. So Iowa State touchdown here would pretty much end the game. 3rd and 2. The snap, the throw over the middle. It's another first down. Mozzie Barmore. 35-13. Split. Quick throw. Ray J. Butler again, and they don't get to the end zone. Ray J. looking for his 3rd touchdown of the day. Winner goes to the Cotton Bowl to face the winner of Iowa and Ohio. 2nd and goal. Handoff. Cooper. Broken tackle. Touchdown, Iowa State! What a run from Greg Cooper. If they would have won the Big 12, they would have easily gotten the first round bye. They lost to Baylor, forced to play this game, and Notre Dame has run into a buzzsaw. 42-13. So Notre Dame has struggled since the first quarter, especially on defense. Can they put something together here, at least make it more manageable? Hand off to Anthony Fuller, and he'll get himself a couple. It looks like a tough showing here for Notre Dame. Second and 6. Tehoon takes off. He goes down, sacked again. So 3rd and 7 now for Notre Dame. Safety comes down, 3rd and 7. Tehoon has time over the middle, first down, and a big hit. So first down for Notre Dame. First and 10. Can they do it again? Safety's coming in. Hand off to Fuller. He goes down in the backfield. Octavius Fenster looking to win back-to-back natties on different teams. And looking ahead, man, I think everybody would love to see an Iowa State Georgia Tech natty with Kirko facing his former team. The path is there for Iowa State. Tehoon yams it deep left side. 50-50, incomplete. So they'll go for it on 4th and 6. Tehoon Nakamoto drops back, floats it short, and that's a turnover on downs. Okay, relax. You bribed me for a 22-point loss. Back to the Wildcat here. Greg Cooper doing side quests now as he gets himself 6. We've not seen a team run this much Wildcat since the days of Notre Dame or North Texas with Taquan Twiggs. 2nd and 4. So they'll start chewing clock here. Play action over the middle. Caught by Mozzie Barmore. That's a big play. 26. Four attempts, 4 touchdowns. Don't show that red zone success to Dogwater. His team went 1 for 4 today. 2 missed field goals in the red zone. Well, you made the playoff. You won your conference. You deserve it, Dogwater. Hand off Cooper, and he gets 8. So they're just running clock here, 42-13. Are we about to see a 50-piece? Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Flame, you got a nice, in theory, you got a nice stretch there. 2 G5 teams. But Hawaii is a wagon. Gotta watch out for Hawaii. So 2nd and 2 for Iowa State. Cooper goes down in the backfield. It'll be 3rd down. See, it's a tough call there, Flame, because Southern Miss had proved that they can win playoff games. 3rd and 6. Hand off, Cooper, and he doesn't get there. 4th down. Like, they beat Oklahoma State a couple seasons ago, and then they hung with Nebraska at least a little bit. So they'll bring out the field goal unit. To put this one up 32. So here's the kick. It's up, and it's good. 45. Yeah, and you don't have the biggest disparity like you did last season, Dogwater. So Dogwater, for your final rankings in season 20 or in season 17, you'll probably still be above Notre Dame. So you can rest your laurels on that one. So 1st and 10, Notre Dame. Tehu Nakamoto. He cuts upfield. He has some room. He breaks a tackle. There goes Tehu Nakamoto. That is the explosiveness we were expecting. 72. Big time run for Tehu Nakamoto. That's got to be incorrect, Florida man. Or no, they are 0-3. That's crazy. So 1st and goal. First and goal. And down he goes. It's a sack for Okamoto. But it will be a fun playoff regardless, because only Iowa State and Baylor have a history of making the Natty. So Tehu's 2nd and goal. Like, we don't have big-time players like Clemson, Ohio State, or like a Georgia. So 3rd and goal for Notre Dame. Tehu over the middle, caught, touchdown, Notre Dame. Great throw there by Tehu Nakamoto. That'll cut the lead to 25. Oh, they're going for 2. Floats it in out of the back of the end zone. They're going to audible here into the onside kick. So here's the onside. Oh, they're struggling with it. Where's the ball going? Notre Dame has it. What a play. That's the biggest squirt job I've ever seen. Floats it deep. Oh, what a throw from Tehu. Yeah, Tehu heard you talking shit, Dogwater. A touchdown here would make it a less deficit. First and 10. Floats it to the corner. Caught. Turn up field. Gonzalez gets 7. 55 seconds. They're trying to just increase their final ranking here. A touchdown would move them above UTSA. 2nd and 3. Tehu. Yaman caught. And he goes down. What are you doing, you idiot? I've never seen a wide receiver slide at the goal line. What are you doing? Is brother that afraid of contact? Are you kidding me? What was that? Handoff here. Okamoto goes down. Dogwater paid off the receiver not to score. I'm sick. Dogwater paid him off. Please. Come on, Notre Dame, score. Please. I'm on my knees. Tehoon. Quick option. No! Not like this. Dogwater survives. That's game. That's freaking game. You survived. Triple zeros. Iowa State moves on. What a game. They lose the Big 12 Conference Championship game. They're forced into an opening round matchup versus a frisky Notre Dame offense. And they put up 45 and they hold them under 20. What a performance for Coach Schwartz and the Iowa State Cyclones as they will move on to the Cotton Bowl to face the winner of Iowa and Ohio Mania. Thanks for watching. We're headed to Waco. I cannot believe that guy dove at the goal line, Dogwater. That's such bullshit. Now you're going to be ranked ahead of Notre Dame. I'm sick. You paid that receiver off, I'm sure of it. On your dome and in your home, Iowa State dominates. 45-19 is your final. Potentially a scoregami. So a lot of fun matchups here, not gonna lie. Like, even though that game was not very close, it still felt fun. There's still big plays for both sides. So next game we're going to is the 7-10 matchup. Baylor, who was not going to make the playoff, and then they got the auto bid as a bid stealer from Iowa State. But Trey Raines, unlikely to play. He is doubtful. Against a frisky Hawaii team. So it's going to be Baylor and Hawaii. No starting quarterbacks. All right. So let's take a look at the stats. Remember, CFP MVP gets the cover athlete. Couple big-time players. So for Kirko Squatch, 20 of 21. 212, 2 touchdowns, 95% completion percentage. Greg Cooper goes 26 for 182, 3 touchdowns. Ray J. Butler gets 2 touchdowns. You have 3 guys that could get this cover athlete right now on this offense. Jason Meeks, though, how about him? 13 tackles, 5 TFLs, a sack. They had 4 total sacks, 2 for Igor Torgensen. No interceptions on the day. Couple deflections and no fumbles. For Notre Dame, the road ends here. Yeah, Okamoto is a junior. Doubt he declares. So, Tehu Nakamoto, 18 for 24, 174, 1 touchdown. 113 on the ground. Fuller had that nice touchdown. They didn't run too much triple option. They ended up going down pretty quickly, so they had to kind of resort to passing it. 3 different guys got 9+ tackles. 2 TFLs for Jeff Garcia. They had 3 total sacks, including Stoudemire getting a sack. But the road ends here for an exciting Notre Dame season. Of course, any season that starts like 2-4 and ends with a playoff is a fantastic appearance. So, congratulations, Huey. It was a fun game. Let's check out the highlights. Unfortunately, Iowa State, probably the toughest team to face in the first round. Like Georgia Tech, yeah, they're ranked higher, but at least with Georgia Tech, you have the chance at the turnovers. But this is just a very, very good Iowa State team that probably should have been the #1 seed. All right, so that is Iowa State cover. So let me pay you guys out here. Only 8% of you guys chose Notre Dame. All right, so that will do it here. Once again, it's going to take me about 5 minutes to get the next game set up, and then we will be back for Baylor and Hawaii. Thank you guys for watching.